ready, I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves, look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 32 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The Lance going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 11 now. From the gun, it's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lance. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9. To throw, it's Lance. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Etienne. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Etienne, running right. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Nifty move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chason with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
88 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Shedding the tackle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Fancy footwork at midfield. Not before he takes it inside the 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give running right, Etienne. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 156 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Lance now on first down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 56 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Powers through. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he goes out right around the 39. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. My goodness, 235 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. Dances by him. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Powering his way forward, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a give to Etienne. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give to Etienne running right. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 26 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, what persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. ETN once more. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash.
They run the counter. It's Robinson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
25, check 25. On the ball.
Throwing now is Lance. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And Lance now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now ETN to start the drive. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
I got you. I got you. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.